Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of Wordle with Art! Today we're going to solve Wordle number 704 for Wednesday, May 24th. And as you can tell by the thumbnail, the results for two Wordles ago where we had Igloo were so unbelievably close that I actually had to calculate the result out to the 1000th place. Yes, to the 1000th place. It was incredible. And I triple checked the calculation to make sure it was correct. So yes, please stay put because as soon as I'm done with the Wordle solve, we will check to see who was victorious on this most incredibly close result on Igloo. Was it the women or was it the men? All right, but first things first, let's go ahead and see how Art will perform on today's Wordle. And by the way, guys, I do, of course, include my result into each day's Wordle. Wow, we went from Spanish yesterday with chica, and today we go to French with lum. Okay, so let's remove man from the wheel, and let's go ahead and see how it'll perform on today's Wordle. So let's go ahead and try H-O-M-M-E. Whoops. Okay, we got an E out of position, so that's not terrible. Now, interesting. It's too bad in a sense. I was hoping it maybe, no, it would have to have been there, obviously. I was just trying to say, hey, it would have been really cool to play slate. On the other hand, what if I were to do an anagram of slate? And we would kill two birds with one stone. We haven't had the word least yet, right? And I mean, I doubt that that's the answer. But at least we have a chance, whatever it is. One in... maybe like, how many words are left? How many words are left? I think the list started with 2,300, so we're on Wordle 700. So there's about 1,600. So I have like a 1 in 1,600 chance. But, seriously, more importantly, we test all the quality letters from least. We stick to hard mode. I'm not saying I'm going to do that for the entire puzzle today because I'm not obligated to do so. But we put the E in a very, very secure position and try to hone it in. So I think this is a great strategy. Yeah, I really do. So we're going to go with least and just checking that my screen looks good, and it does. So let's try least. And that was, not great because we did not pin down the location for the E, unfortunately, but at least we picked up a T. All right. So, oh man, this is a little, slightly disappointing, but that's kind of, an interesting structure. I doubt that I could get this in 3. By the way, I think I've had like 3 or 4 3s in a row. So I will be thrilled to get this in 4. That'll be absolutely fine. But let's consider what on earth this could be. It could begin with E. Our last E word was ethic, as in like he's got a very strong work ethic. But I don't know. I'm not sure if that would happen again. Yeah, I don't think that would happen again. I don't really see too many words anyway that would work. I see a lot of old friends, but they just wouldn't work. I see, like egret and all, but that wouldn't really fit. So I don't think it'll go there. We could do something like T-R-E. We could do track. I don't think I don't know if that's the way you spell it though. I'm not sure. I don't like that for some reason. Trek is T-R-E-K. I think trek is, they would take it. I think I've used that before, but I just don't know if that would be an answer. I want to kind of guess on an actual legitimate answer, even though that would be a good word to put in. So let's not quite do that yet. So I'm trying to see if this is a legitimate structure to consider. We had twice. That wouldn't work anyway because the E is not last. So I don't know if this is quite right, the way to go, beginning with the T. So therefore, maybe it's something more like this. Let's try this type of a setup. and then I'll consider reversing them. All right, so if we do this, what would it end in? Not too much. It wouldn't end in too much at all, would it? So let's reverse it. Let's reverse it. I see. I was about to. Oh shoot! I was about to say deter. Darn it! That would have been a good one. Oh, we have to be careful. Oh man, we have to be careful about an ER trap here, don't we? I think we have to be a little bit careful about an ER trap, but it would be with the U or the I. The ones with the A in the second and the O in the second, those are the most vicious. So we should be able to weasel our way out of it if it is an ER trap. But that's too bad. Deter is almost perfect. So what else? I am going to take my time on this today, by the way, guys, because I feel like every little bit can help. And I do not want to get a terrible score because it could really sink us, guys. We are coming, back strong from the past couple days, but you never know what happened today. You'll have to wait and see. So deter, no. All right, so if this is the case, then we would need we would probably want a vowel up front, or in front of that T. So if it was an I, we'll try I. I'm really banking a lot on this particular structure. It might be a little bit silly. I don't think it would be like biter or anything like that. So I don't know about the I. So maybe we don't end it with an R. Tech. Could it end in TEC? Probably not. Okay, so let's try U. This will probably even be less reliable to work with. So let's just, did we already try this? Yeah, I think I already looked at that. And that just doesn't seem, well, okay, Oh, now I see something finally. Oh, now I see something. I see deity. Deity or deity? Deity? I think deity. I think that would be the correct pronunciation. Now that looks good. Deity looks pretty interesting. Now what I like about this, first off, okay, is we're using great letters, the D, the I, and the Y, so-so. But what I absolutely love about this is we're really going to hone in on the E, okay? And again, my goal would really just be to try to get this thing in 4, but that does fit the structure, it does. And I don't think it would begin with E today for some reason because E's are very uncommon and we already had the ethic. So I think the third position is very reasonable for the E. Just double checking. Yeah, let's try deity. Oh, shucks. Oh, that's so unfortunate. After all that, I misspelled it. Yeah, of course, it's like this. Darn it. Okay. Well, we don't want to enter that, of course. We don't want to override that yellow E. Shoot. Oh, guys, that was silly of me. Let me take a little coffee break here. Okay. It's an iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, and they're pretty good. Oh, shoot. I think I am making quite a meal out of this. I really do. I mean, I could just get some fresh letters, but I feel like this is almost sort of there. All right, let's try to begin it with T again, and put the E, say, here. It's not tweet, because the T is not at the end. Um, and again, okay, let's go R. So TR, what would if I go like this, is there a TREE word? No, I don't think that would work. No. And I don't see how I can bridge that gap. Although I see, actually, Now this would be interesting. What about truer? Now there you go. Now what I like about truer is we're testing for an ER trap, right off the bat, because I don't want to discover that there's an ER trap on my fifth guess, right, guys? That could be fatal. I do believe this fits everything. We do introduce the U, which is not bad. And I couldn't really find anything else, so I'm going to go with truer. And if it doesn't work, that's totally fine. I think we will be able to work our way out of this. Let me just double check that I have everything in the correct position. I do. All right. That wasn't terrible at all. All right. We do have an ER, so we have to be a little careful. And yeah, I think that was a really good guess. And now I actually think we're looking at utter. Okay, we haven't had utter before. I think we have utter. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're not going to get a howl from me, guys. You're not going to get a howl from me, but that was definitely not an utter disaster. And truer was a pretty solid guess. I mean, if I had also thought of utter, I don't know which one I would have gone with, so I think it still would have been, a tough 50-50. Truer is pretty reasonable, though. I'm pretty sure that would be one of the answers. I'm pretty sure that's going to be one of the answers. I mean, heck, if we've had pairer and what are some of those other nasty ER words like homer and gamer, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't have truer. Do let me know in the comments, guys, if truer is in the Wordle answer list. But yeah, we'll take the 4. I know that took a while, guys, but I do think utter might give some people a little bit of trouble. It is an ER, can be an ER trap. The double T's is tricky. And, I'm actually pretty happy with that, considering I started with I think the stare people are going to have a wonderful day, because they're going to get 3 letters up front. They'll all be out of position, but I think from there they'll be able to figure it out. All right, guys, are you ready? So the moment we've all been waiting for. Thank you for sticking with me. Wow, that was a 10-minute solve. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Oh, boy, here we go. Let's get rid of this, okay? Let's get rid of this. And let us talk about who eked out a tiny little victory by the slimmest margin imaginable. Let us start off with the beloved women, of which we had 15 participating in the Igloo challenge. Okay, they averaged a 3.733. Okay, and again, I had to take it out to the thousandths place just to be sure that we had a winner, because the 100th place it was even. Now for the men, we had 26 participants, and they averaged a 3.731. So that 0.002 gap that you saw on the thumbnail actually helps out the guys. Yes, the guys defeated the women by 0.002. Can you believe it? So another victory for the guys. I mean, this is insane. At the last minute, we're finally getting our act together. So I'm happy to announce that as of May 22nd, the score is guys 8, girls 14. So congratulations, guys. I mean, if we can at least get into the double digits, even if we lose, I think we could say, hey, you know what? We played a really good game. We got our act together, in the fourth quarter. But, hey, at least we're going to make a game out of this. So, ladies, I'm going to remind you once again, 2 more days of straight victories, and you can sweep us up. Until then, we are going to fight until the bitter end. And with that in mind, guys, yes, I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow with yet another edition of Wordle with Art.